Speckling on printed pages. The spilled pepper. Think of speckling on printed pages as if someone accidentally spilled a shaker of black pepper all over your document. You might see tiny black dots scattered across the white parts of the paper, or the whole page might look dirty or dusty. In a laser printer, this is almost always caused by loose toner powder that has escaped its container and is now wandering around inside the machine, sticking to everything it touches. The leaking toner cartridge. The most common cause of speckling is a leaking cartridge. Toner isn't liquid ink, it is a very fine, plastic-like powder. Inside the cartridge, there are rubber seals meant to keep that powder trapped. If a seal is broken or if the cartridge was dropped, the powder can slowly puff out every time the printer vibrates. Once that dust is loose inside the printer, the static electricity from the paper pulls those tiny specks onto the page. If you take the cartridge out and see black dust on your hands or on the plastic casing, the cartridge is leaky and needs to be replaced. The dirty primary corona wire. Inside a laser printer, there is a very thin wire called a corona wire that uses electricity to prepare the drum for printing. If a little bit of toner dust gets stuck to this wire, it creates static hotspots. These hotspots act like tiny magnets that pull extra toner onto the page in random spots, creating a speckled or flecked look. Most laser printers have a small, built-in cleaning slider on the toner cartridge that you can move back and forth to scrub this wire clean. Doing this once or twice can often clear up the speckles instantly. A dirty or scratched drum. The imaging drum is the rolling stamp that picks up the toner to put it on the paper. If the drum is dirty or has a physical scratch, it might hold onto leftover toner from a previous page. As the drum rolls over the next clean sheet of paper, it drops those leftovers, leaving behind a trail of specks or dots. While you can sometimes gently clean a drum with a very soft, dry cloth, it is very delicate. If the drum has a physical nick or scratch, it will keep catching toner in that spot, and you will have to replace the drum unit to get a clean page again. The dirty fusor. As we have talked about before, the fusor is the part that melts the toner onto the page using heat. If the fusor rollers have become dirty or sticky with old melted toner, they can actually pick up specks from one part of the page and deposit them further down the sheet. This usually creates a repeating pattern of specks. A technician can often solve this by running a cleaning page through the printer. This is a special, thick piece of paper that grabs the loose dust and sticky spots off the internal rollers and carries them out of the machine. Spilled toner inside the machine. Sometimes the speckling is just because the inside of the printer is dirty. If a previous toner cartridge exploded or leaked, the entire belly of the printer might be covered in fine black dust. Every time a new piece of paper moves through, it picks up some of that old dust. Safety tip: if you see a lot of spilled toner, never use a regular household vacuum to clean it up. Toner is so fine that it will pass right through a normal filter and blow out the back of the vacuum into the air you breathe. Also, the static electricity from a regular vacuum can cause the toner dust to ignite. Technicians use a special toner vacuum or simply wipe it up with a damp cloth.